Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. I'm back, hopefully for a less eventful stream than last night's. Did about 15 or 10 minutes worth of running around earlier, gathering up some wood to make a few more items of furniture for the house. I will show you as soon as I'm logged in, obviously. I hope your weekend is going extraordinarily well. And 3 days to the real game launch. And yes, want to up the curb appeal of your house, place more items in it, and complete missions and defeat monsters in the territory your house is in. Rare furnishings, Kashiaria. Oh, I'm in. So let's see. I made the cast iron stove. I made a little bookcase, a dresser, and a bed and a chair. So now it's almost a livable space. Sort of. Arguably larger than my condo. Don't know if I've got stuff to drop off here or not. Yeah, some. Flint, yes, so that we want to move, and that we want to move some of. There we are. Oh, iron arrows. Much better than those. Oh, those are steel arrows. Steel arrows are much better than iron arrows. Not that it matters. Right, there we go. Sorry guys, the brain's a little bit semi-functional. I've got ash stain. Needed that for making the goodies, the furnishings. Let's see, where are we? That's the Amrine excavation. That's a bunch of quests down there. That's some quests there. Search for the hidden cache beneath Canis. I believe we will fast travel to the Oxborough capital. Good evening to those who have joined me. And there we are. All right. And I've got a pony. That's not the way I want to go. Now I'm headed the correct direction. I get easily lost. old man is easily confused. So, tomorrow I'm probably going to be playing Guild Wars 2, and then the same thing on Monday, most likely. Now, sadly, in addition to the newer world, I could have fast traveled. Also on the 15th is the should be right ahead. The beginning of the best festival in Guild Wars 2, the Mad King. And then the 17th is the new PvE season for Once Human. All in all, I wish all of this stuff wasn't happening within 3 days. Hey, Kanaka, how you doing? You're not late. You've arrived exactly when you intended. That is better than the alternative, at least as far as I can tell. I definitely prefer you alive. You would be less fun, dead or even undead. Well, yeah, that's pretty normal. We all have our days, so to speak. A teleport. Use the teleporter to enter Karis. Oh, hold. Aha. Well, my choices are to leap into the weird oozy blue stuff or starve to death. Positive note, finally got your Kraken miniature painted. Tentacles. I'm always down for a little bit of tentacle action, you know that. Huh. Okay. Is this the one with traps? It is the one with traps. No, we don't want that. Let's put away stuff. Alright, I have to check. Let's see. No. There it is. Keyboard and mouse. Wish MMOs weren't all in on action combat nowadays. I miss the older tab target style. Well, let's see. Coming up, November 5th, I think, is a new game from the guy who was the primary developer on RuneScape, which will be really old school. Any other tab target ones in the short term? I don't know if you've seen Raph Koster's new one, Stars Reach. That is in alpha. And Greg Street, Ghost Crawler, also is in development of a more old schooly MMO, I believe. Alright, Z is Sheath. Where is Crawl on the Ground? Because C is Crouch. No, C is Salvage. That's the user interface. C is Crouch. Prone. I need something for prone. How about V? Push to talk will no longer be bound to any key. That's just fine by me. Hey, Vorp. Pardon me, I have to crawl on the ground to get to some loot. jump over that. Very nice. Back to the ground we go. There's something different than just crawling about this one, if memory serves. Maybe not. Maybe it's just more crawling. Ah, more goodies. The hat? It's... I would show you. It's sort of a piratey look. Pardon me, the camera, in-game camera can't focus. That's interesting. And I have a jeweler's loop on as well. Basically, you're a good old-fashioned tricorn hat. Now, I think these we actually have to stand up for. We have to wait for them to go out and then cross, but I'm going to wait for sure. Looks like an inflated pillowcase from the rear. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, didn't want that. Okay, there we go. If you could go out, I would appreciate that. Thank you. An ancient Soul Warden cache. Is this fantasy mission impossible? Opinions vary. I got a runed haft. I have to make a an Azoth staff. Fortunately, my cat-like reflexes, I suffered no damage at all. All right, to open up one of the factions, the Syndicate, which is the pseudo-criminal element, the edgelord faction, if you like. Pardon me, just coming through. Don't mind me, guys. More undead pirates, man. You can't have pirates anymore. You can only have undead pirates. Look what Johnny Depp has done to us. Look, Johnny, what thou hath wrought. There we go. Hath wrought. Jesus. All right, and in here, I have to pour the draft into the northern well and the southern well, destroy 4 water barrel reserves, and collect 8 water skins from the lost. All right, that's a water skin. Ooh. Well, that's all the water barrels I need. That was fast. Nice of them to store all their water together. I will pour the draft into the well. Well, I guess that's taken care of. Oh, I didn't even see you. Nor did I see you. Nor did I see you. That's all a bunch of respawns, I think. Or maybe they were summoned. Oh, they were probably summoned by me dropping the evil draft into the well water. Because they didn't count, because they didn't drop water skins, which I think is rude. How on earth am I supposed to get this taken care of if they won't do me the least little thing and drop water skins? He didn't drop one either, unless it... No, he didn't drop one either. What kind of jerks are these undead pirates? This one dropped one. But we still need 5 more. Ha-ha! Okay. Aha! It's possibly that was some premature aha-ing going on. It's nice that they have a bathtub. You know, cleanliness is next to godliness. I'm not sure if that holds for the undead or not, really, though. Oh, that looks like a boss. Yeah, Lawrence of the Long Shadow. I don't see any reason to attack him until that becomes necessary. That's the kind of thing that is, after you finish off the mission, they send you back in to kill the boss, kind of thing. So, why get ahead of myself? There's another player. Dr. Puncher. No, Puncture. Sorry. P-U-M-C-H-E-R. He's just standing there. I mean, if he's going to engage the bad guy, I will help. But somewhere I missed the Northern Well. So, oh well. That should be that one, right? Yeah, should be that one. There's somebody shooting. They're shooting at me? I don't think so. Ah, that was on the opposite side. I need 3 more water skins as well. My money is on, once I get it, I'll then have to work my way back up and kill the boss. Moo! Puncture saying if that lens guy over there engages the bad guy, I will help. I'm level 28. He is at the cap, level 68. And if he sneezes, the boss will die. And because I'm anal retentive, it was puncture, or, yeah, puncture. Pum something, P-U-M. How you doing, Moo? that's right. They don't like that. I need one more. Just one more water skin. Ha ha! No. I think it's important to announce so that you get the appropriate surprise. Didn't drop one. Rude. Just rude. Plumcher? Plumpcher? Yeah, those all work. Pardon me. I don't know. Never wake a sleeping dead guy? I don't think that's the old saying. Let sleeping dead guys lie? Return to the Syndicate Enclave. Gladly. The Syndicate, they're sort of, like I said, the edgelords. You've got the gung-ho military jerks. You've got the religious fanatic jerks. And then you have the cool kids club, the Syndicate. Ooh, that is a big crocalgator. And 4 appears to be right next to me. That is the lost pirates have stolen Jacob Evans' last shipment of mead. Oh, well, we can't have that. If someone has stolen an alcoholic beverage, if it's not me, then I'm totally down for helping. Blossom mead. Is that really all? No. I need to defeat 6 and collect 3 more mead. Oh well. As of Tuesday, the game gets swimming. I don't think it'll add much to the game, but it always felt silly when there's a river and you decide you want to cross it. And you have to wade underwater the whole way. And hope to get all the way across before you drown. Yeah, a little bit taking you out of the moment, you know? We'll grab supplies, because evidently, even if you're undead, you need supplies. It's a little surprising to me, I have to say. I need to kill 2 more. Well, congratulations, you're first. Of the 2. And you're second. My Void Gauntlet Mastery is now 9. And I've got him his booze. $500 meters, 123 meters. Well, one of those numbers is significantly smaller than the other numbers, so we'll go to that one first. Assuming I can avoid running continually into a tree. I believe you wanted your mead back. You drunken sot.
Me? I can't believe my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really did think you were having a laugh at me earlier. But you meant every word you said.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Since you seem to have a shred of kindness...
That's a bit much.
I thought maybe you could find my missing wine shipment.
Do you partake of so much of your own product that you're constantly losing it?
Drunk now, but I thought I'd ask.
This happens to you often?
Friend, a lonely man with his wits barely about him, marching from one town to the next on his own two legs.
Well, marching on somebody else's two legs would be uncomfortable.
How careful I am.
They wouldn't fit your pants or boots. All right, we got 2 concealed vaults, so that's some moats and some gold. Grand total of 30. Furnishing music reward. Well, we can drop that one. I have a schematic for a rickety wooden wall shelf. That's nice. Doesn't look that rickety. I now have, I have 2 blue bows. I can't get anything else other than bows. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, okay, I actually also have a hatchet and a sword, to be fair. An elegant warrior's helmet. Oh, that looks lovely. I'm not going to keep wearing it, but I do have to try it on. Oh, that is a look. Fortunately, I can just salvage it for parts. Because while it was a look... No, I already have one I'm keeping just for the look. This one. It would make a perfect gimp mask kind of deal, as you can... That's the one I'm keeping as a cosmetic look. The other was appalling. And I also have the magnificent hat of the scholar, which I made, which frankly is not magnificent. Now, mind you, I have some majestic gloves and pants recipes waiting for me at the next tier once I get the materials. Of course, all of my pants are always both magnificent and majestic if I'm wearing them. We'll return to the Syndicate. They'll be glad to see me because who wouldn't be? So, because what I was telling people was wrong, I now feel the need to correct my mistake. I have been telling people that the Angry Earth would be free for returning players. I have discovered that's not the case, that I was wrong. It was not intentional, I assure you, but nonetheless, I was wrong. I apologize. I will try to do better and be better in the future. Probably won't succeed, but I'll try. But it seems as if I was mistaken.
Your potential. You think you've seen much with the Syndicate.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So much
Ms. Cleo, the TV psychic, in case you wonder where she went, here she is.
Return victorious. You are truly committed to the application of knowledge, and not just its pursuit. Despite how you may feel about the act itself, do know that this work will help.
You may hear a beeping in the background. There's something backing up in the courtyard of my condo. I hope you're right.
As do I. If I am not, we will simply try something else. Should you wish, we would be honored to have you join our ranks.
I think I wish.
Speak to Astrid when you're ready. She can begin your initiation. The
Astrid.
Syndicate is an eclectic group.
All right, where do I enlist? She just told me it was Astrid, but...
Now that is some joyous news. Your letters of recommendation have already been found.
I'll go to Scrivener
Go to
Astrid.
Scrivener Astrid, and she will
I'll be
process
getting
your
a
records
enlistment
into
care
our
package. Oh, it's so nice. You get a care package. That's Jonas. Astrid's upstairs. And to the right. I think. Yes. Hi, Astrid.
Aventus came over here 6 times to tell me about you and the wolves. 6 times. I only needed the letter from Cleo. Should you wish to join us? It is but a head stroke away.
I would like to join you. Complete missions to earn rewards like epic gear. Purple quality. It's grape flavored. Go ahead, lick it. You will only be able to join a company with players of the same faction. If flagged for PvP, you'll only be able to group with players from the same faction. Before joining, you might want to double check the faction choices of your friends. We will do that on Tuesday. Your choice isn't permanent. You can change your faction from the bio screen once. After that, you can change it again every 60 days.
Well then, another fox finds the den. I expect to see your name on many papers these days. Care to bolster that reputation of yours some more?
And this is one of the grinds in the game.
Should you find the need?
Let's see. Purge the spread. Unspeakable horrors that could compromise the Syndicate are unfolding at the spread. Destroy every corrupted necessary without exception. Okay. Meadow Lake Fishery. Go quickly and retrieve catalyzing serum before anyone else is aware. And Specimen Hunt Salt Hollow. Salt Hollow Gator. Return with a tissue sample. Let's see what the rewards are. I currently have 0 Syndicate tokens. But I believe, yeah, I could get any of the Syndicate blue quality gear, which would be an improvement in many cases for me. But I need tokens, about 125 to 375 it looks like, for the pieces of armor, and the individual weapons are 625 for a 2-hander and 400 for a 1-hander. Maybe just 400 for the longsword because it goes with the shield. 600 for the longsword and shield. The ice gauntlet would be a bunch better, and the void gauntlet actually not as good as the one I made myself. Oh, hi Astrid.
Another fox finds the den.
Let's go ahead
I
and
expect to see your name on many papers these days.
start all 3 of those
Care
missions.
to bolster that reputation of yours some more? I also have equipment available, should you find the need.
But we also have the welcoming gift, the housewarming present, so to speak. Honing stones, fish fillet, pot roast, venison pot roast, which I bet is delicious. Some repair kits, pork chops and applesauce, and meat pies. It's a lot of food. I'm going to be stuffed if they expect me to eat this all at once. I mean, that's just too much. Oh, there it is. Now, as an example, the Salt Hollow Gator, I think, is just outside. So that's the easy one. The sort of gimme, assuming you're willing to face off with a Crockle Gator, which I am. No problem. Had it the whole way. Got the rawhide, but it didn't drop its frickin' tooth. Whole bunch of rawhide. Didn't even get any gator meat. The hell? Is there another one in here? I thought it was just the one. Oh, there's another. Gator, 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 crockle, gator, crockle. Ah. All right. A large fang. The most important thing to get early on from whatever faction you're in is, as soon as you can, is there's an item you can buy that can be used to make bigger bags. And any guy will confirm that we all need bigger bags. Did I say that out loud? I think I did.
Well then, another fox finds the den. I expect to see your name on many papers these days. Care to bolster that reputation of yours some more?
All right, a wild stamp bonus. This is one of the mechanics for advancing the season's journey. You know, the season pass, battle pass, whatever you want to call it. Certain activities will give you a stamp. Applying the stamp to the card will give you 50 XP. Forming a line will give you 250. If you fill up the card, you get a bonus 150. So you can earn up to 3,450 XP per card, and you can re-roll a card at any time. So for instance, if we got 2 in a row here, that last thing we'll need will be a green. Completing a level on the PvP award, reward, no. Complete the Winter Rune Forge, no. Okay, none of those, in fact, lines up. So what we did was foolish to try and get diagonals, but I guess we really didn't have a choice. The other two are shields and skulls. Skulls are arenas. That's all PvP. There is literally nothing I will be able to complete on this entire card. Winter Rune Forge Trial, no. PvP reward, no. So I can't finish that. Can I finish the hatchet and the potion? Craft a tier 5 item, no. Salvage tier 5 items, no. Complete a level on the PvP reward track, no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try to reroll and hope that the next card has got wild stamp bonus. You've reached your wild stamp limit. Use a wild stamp and relog to claim today's wild stamp. All right, let's see. Kill enemies in two-handed melee combat, so I'll have to use a two-handed melee weapon to get. That would get me that one. And I get kills with the Void Gauntlet will be easy. So yeah, excellent. That's the free one, and I'll get 10 kills with the Void Gauntlet, which is what I've been using, and that will allow me to finish up a line. Map. We have hit another point in Everfall, and more rep. Yeah, more rep. And another level in Void Gauntlet. Critical damage on Void Blade attacks. That was pretty good. Stamina regenerate for self and friendlies while inside the radius. Let's go with that. Now,
Well then, another fox finds the den.
I now have 2,475 tokens.
Care to bolster that reputation of yours some more? I also have a.
That's the Minor Rune of Holding, and that's what you need to have for making a larger bag. I'm going to buy that right now. It's going to take 1,000 of my rep and 250 of my gold, but I have purchased it. Oh, I always miss it with her. You see, they don't have any railings on their stairway. Nuusha, the New World Safety and Health Administration, they're not going to be happy with that. Oh, well, that's jolly convenient of them to have a couple more quests I can fill up there, and then we can head down to the settlement. I quite like that. Fat Body, good evening. No cream of vodka tonight. Possibly on Wednesday night, definitely on next Saturday night. Yeah, that was the jerk who was shooting at me yesterday and shot me off my goddamn horse. Stupid undead NPCs. They're so rude, thoughtless, inconsiderate of others. So we have a couple more missions for the Syndicate. Oh, we have one right here. Where is it? Should be due south. Defeat Corrupted in this area. All right. I'm going to defeat some Corrupted. If I can find any. All right, that's weird. Normally, this place is packed with them. I mean, I'm not going to let that get in the way of me stealing them blind. Ah, there we go. Missed me. One. I mean, normally, really, there are a lot of them around. I'm a little confused. Hard to believe, I know that I'd be a little confused. That's two. And, while we're at it, we'll have some nice sun-dried hemp. So I finally did figure out what part of the core gameplay loop I find entertaining, relaxing even, which is similar to Guild Wars. It's got this sort of open world where you can just wander around the world, doing quests and stuff, and gathering materials. It has a nice sort of rhythm to it, I suppose. You're not always focused on, finishing up the next quest, getting the next thing taken care of. Sometimes you can just wander around doing nothing specific. And I kind of like that. Oh, dodged too soon on him. Need 3 more. I mean, I know there is a storyline quest that takes you here. I remember that. Another one. 2. That's all of those I need. Earn faction reputation to face the trial. Eventually. Certainly. The next one is 260 meters in yonder direction. Yonder. Once again, multiple people shooting at me. They're so unfriendly, really. And in here we need to search chests for catalyzing serum. That, of course, is a serum that will turn a person into a cat. I made that up, actually. That's not what it means. Oh, that's not optimal. I screwed that up in just about every way imaginable. Fortunately, I'm relatively tough. Relatively. And we have finished off that line. In the season. Giving us more points. I need 8 chests worth. That's an uncomfortably large number. Meadow Lake Entity. I'm dealing with entities. That's just not reassuring. It's in Weaver's Fen? Which is in Weaver's Fen? I mean, I've been to Weaver's Fen, but on a higher character, obviously. Oh, he's going to see me. Oh, he didn't. Whoop, we got another one. He's an impaler. It didn't work out great for Vlad the Impaler either, dude. Don't worry about it. Supply stockpile. And presumably... a lot of unhappy, shrieking, nightmarish things round here. What? Oh boy, here we go again. I'm going to go ahead and munch a little, just to be on the safe side. Because there's a lot of things around, and they're generally doing a decent job on at least hitting me for some damage. Another supply crate. At least I'm getting supplies along with the stuff I need. Disquieting sounds, though. Not welcoming sounds. Creepy bleepy sounds. We need one more. Where's it at? Up there? Okay. I guess there are multiple places where you can get the catalyzing serum. Ow! He poked me. I need one more. Thought I had enough. I was wrong. We also have a blight moth here. Those are usually, I think, purple quality. Purple quality. He's angry at me, isn't he? Nope, nope, he's not. He is. No, he's not. That's not a thing. All the way over there? Alright. Hopefully then this will be... Oh, we got multiples. More supplies, and hopefully... Yes. I love the feeling of a horse suddenly thrusting up from between my legs. What? Just a smutty euphemism. That's the fort. We need to head south. The fort... I don't know what is up there. I don't think this is the fort. I think this is bad guys, but I was hoping I would get a little XP. The fort is where control of an area can change between two guilds, as they will have a big guild fight, one of them defending, the ones who currently hold the town or area, and the attackers then will have to defeat them in a fort battle, stronghold battle. In practice, it was less cool than it sounded like. So we'll cash in these two quests. The two faction quests. And see if we can't make ourselves a bigger bag. Oh, also getting close. At 30, I think you get your second bag slot. So I'm at almost 29 right now. It's a nice town, but it's not my hometown. I'm a Windsward kind of guy. couple of turn-ins. At the rep dude. Sorry, Amrique Oliveira.
I greet you in reverence.
Oh, sorry.
fellow pursuer
Amrique
of knowledge.
is a dude. I will finish that. I'm now level 29. And I'm up to almost 6,000 tokens, and I spent 1,000. So, for instance, I can buy all kinds of gear now. I'm like, I see no reason not to buy the gauntlets. I'm not sure what is required for the next tier off the top of my head.
I greet you in reverence, fellow pursuer of
Ah,
knowledge.
that's the answer. 3,000 rep. 1,856 to the next. I see. Got it. Tokens and rep. Got it. Well, we now have an ice gauntlet that's way better than the ice gauntlet we were using, that's for sure. Let's see, that's at 234, 210. That can go. That's an ice gauntlet that I just got. Not as good. That is a hatchet, does 163. That hatchet does 158, but has significantly more in the perk category. Sell that, or I should say, ooh, perfectly salvaged. You got useful engineering scraps. We have a concealed vault, more moats and a little gold. The oak wall shelf, for those of you who thought the crappy one we just got was impressive. Don't know why you would think that, but for those who did. Those are medium pants with int. Those are light pants with int. My current pants have no int, but they have better stats. And constitution is good. So I want to keep, this is the current equipment load. I want to keep a light equipment load, as I like the buffs and advantages you get from that. And so you can always wear like a medium chest piece. I don't think you can wear two other medium pieces. I think if I wear this, it will bump me into medium. It does. I thought it was like 13 kilograms is light, but I can swap in my other light headwear. That has health and luck advantages, though. I kind of like those. So I think we stick with our magnificent pants of the century for now. And they are truly magnificent, I think you'll agree. Maybe not. I do need, also we'll probably need to do some killing in, with a two-handed weapon? No. Okay, so we did get a line here. Let's see what else we can get. Capture faction control points, no. Complete PvP faction missions, no. PvP, A's off by killing players, so the skulls are out. Which means then we need a hatchet, a potion, and a leaf. Craft gypsum orbs, that's too high level. Gather tier 5 resource nodes. It says I have one. I have no idea how I could get one. 120 out of 500 resources. Have 3 wild stamps to collect still. Oh, you're right. So I can just, in essence, I can fill in anything I like with those. Thank you. I knew about wild stamps. I didn't realize I still had 3 up there. Thank you. So just gathering resources will fill in a hatchet. Fishing up a treasure chest would also do the same thing. Kill enemies with bows or guns. Wild stamps or free stamps. Right, yeah. So I could just go boom, boom, boom and collect another row right now if I wanted to. What I want to do is save them. Say, for instance, if I get swords and shield, I'm not going to get a skull, so I would use one there. Salvage, let's see. No, that won't be happening. No. Expedition, probably not. Rare fish. I have no idea how hard it is to catch rare fish. I caught one earlier. Salvage. Fish up treasure chests. My memory is that wasn't particularly difficult. Enemies, no. So we're going to gather a bunch of resources. That'll probably be the next one we fill in. And character. Oh, whoop, whoop. There we go. We're about to get to 100, which will give us 10% additional damage on our light and heavy elemental attack. So that's the Ice Gauntlet. And increase our encumbrance. Let's see which armor pieces we have that are kind of crap. Gotta say, the linen shirt of the sentry isn't blowing my skirts up. He greets me in reverence. He reveres me, which is appropriate. The Syndicate Adept Light Jacket, 12 Constitution, an empty socket, and additional health, with some nice armor on that. Yes, please. Now I am looking spiffy as hell. I think you'll agree. Gloves aren't bad. The pants are magnificent, but they're not great.
I greet you in reverence.
What do you got in the way of light pants for me, my friend? Now, I am Mr. Fancy Pants. The current hat has luck, the extra chance at rare items from chests and monsters. I kind of like that, gotta say. Magic find, guys, magic find. All right, let's see. Right. I need 50. My current armoring is 30. Huh. So I made none of those. I'm going to need... I don't have coarse leather? Oh, I'm not in my hometown. I can take care of that. I'm going to do a little bit more crafting. Let's recall to the house. It's free. You can always teleport back to your home. Or to wherever your inn is. So I should probably set my inn to the town I just left. Sadly, as it just occurred to me. That would be the wise course of action. To have your inn set in the town you're currently adventuring around. And your home set to where you have your home. You can have multiple houses. Can't remember exactly at what level. 30, maybe? Maybe I already have it. Not sure. I'm not Covenant, so I can't get the free town goodies. I shake my fist. So, you get an XP bonus to crafting an item for the first time. So, oh, I hadn't noticed it before. I guess the little yellow line means that's something I haven't crafted. So I will craft them. Yep, first craft bonus is available. So the little yellow line next to the icon means I've never crafted those, so I'll get the first craft bonus. And we will salvage that. Perfectly salvage. I am a master at salvaging. We're going to make this. I could wear this dress, but brown isn't my color. Shoes. We're getting a lot of XP out of these. I didn't even notice how much we were getting, but a lot. I think I was at 32. I'm now at 35. 39. So it's going to get us to like 41 or 42. We need 50 to craft the next tier. So that is a feature I like a lot. Ooh, 43. That the first time you make an item, you get big bonus XP. Makes grinding less god-awful. Let me see. Is the Tanner on the south side? It is. If I'm going to make the medium armor, which you can also make, I need more of... All right, we got a rawhide we can make here, but also we can search... Everfall. And we can bring across the stuff we have in Everfall here. That's a feature they added that's a huge, enormous, gigantic quality of life improvement. Oh, let's make a nice round number, 150. Actually, because bonuses, we got an extra 21 out, and our leather working is 50. Which is nice. That's the next tier. I can now make resonant, scaly hides, rugged leather, and shadow fur. I think that was what that was, which is a bit weird. Now we should be able to make the medium armor stuff that we've never made. We need more leather. I didn't make it into leather. I didn't make it into leather. I just got it all and didn't make it into leather. I thought I made it into leather. But I didn't because I'm a dope. So I'll do that now to be less of a dope. 70. Oh, that all? What happens to New World characters when we have to re-download New World Eternum? The characters will be moved onto what are called the legacy servers. All the existing servers will become legacy servers. You can... I don't know if you can create new characters on them. I think you can. But you can also transfer characters from the new servers to legacy if you want to have the new characters with, you know, your old characters for some reason. And you'll have to download a patch, in essence, I think available the night before. And the servers will be down for that until the relaunch the next morning. I think the launch time is, I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern. It's possible we may have to re-download the game. That wasn't what they said. I didn't think. But then, on the other hand, given how I've been misreading things regarding the game, I'd hate to give out wrong information, so I will not speak further upon it lest I be proven wrong again, which would be a little on the embarrassing side. Huh. We are low, I guess, on leather. I've been picking that up every chance I get. We'll see how much of the medium armor we can make. Should be able to make all 5, I think. We'll see where this leaves us. Oh, we should make 50 easily. Let's make the pants. $49, anything will do. We'll salvage that. We'll just make boots. No, gloves. And that should get us to 50. Dun, 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 50 exactly. Well, a little over. Salvage those. Now, sateen is the next tier of stuff. We need tier 3 cloth, we need sateen, and we need scaly hides. The level on that is level 20s. But I've hit armoring 50. Dun, dun, dun. Sateen. Yeah, it's made from wire weave and linen, so we can make some. What would we like to make? Constitution and health. Constitution, crippling feral rush. I think the boots, probably. We're going to have to lose the magnificent boots of the century for... Yeah, I don't think we want the minstrel boots, though. Majestic gloves. I like the gloves. Just bought the pants. Let's see what we can do with the gloves. Let's make some sateen. How about 50? So, the majestic gloves we can make. No, we can't. We need more scaly hide. Well, I'm going to go ahead and buy 3 scaly hide. Just so I can make tier 2 gloves before I finish this up. I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. It's so easy to get confused in a new town, you know? Scaly hides. Three scaly hides. 2 silver each, you know. So, for those who haven't seen it, you can now see how you can do a little bit of tuning on the crafting. So, the majestic gloves. Why, it said I had 1. Did I really just buy 2? Maybe it's in the other town? It might be in the other town. I just want to buy 1. Thank you. Thank you. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so this is how you can tune your crafts. This time for sure. The majestic gloves. I am curious about what the minstrel boots are. My assumption is, as Willie pointed out, it's probably a buff to your music playing skills. So this is the Majestic Gloves. So we've got all the materials. Now, here's where you can add craft mods. Also, if you don't have a special one-drop recipe, this is a special one-drop. You get to use it once. You can add Azoth, which is also used for teleporting from place to place and other uses. You can add Azoth to it, which will add attributes. In this case, we already has, because this is a special recipe, it already has high attributes. And we can determine a specific perk. These are the various dropped items we have gotten through killing mobs and whatnot. I used a couple of int ones earlier while crafting. Most of these are not of a vast amount of work or of good for me, but Constitution is always good. So we will add Constitution to this. So we will get Constitution in the attributes, and we should get a perk. I hope. We got no perk. Well, that sucks. So there's my Majestic Gloves of the Sentry. Less defense. 4 more Constitution. But they don't have the max health. I'm going to go out on a limb and say these are not as good as what I am currently wearing. Even though I used a special recipe. So I salvaged them. Now, if I were to make just the regular sateen gloves, here. I do have the materials I need for this. Regular leathers, sateen cloth, 1 void metal. Here, I can add Azoth. And this will increase the chance for attributes, perks, and gem slots. And this is level based as to how much you can use. I currently have like 1,000 Azoth, something like that. So this increases the chance for attributes and 1 perk. We do have another Constitution. We'll throw that in here. So we have a very high chance for perks, and we should get Constitution. We got Constitution and 1.4% lightning damage. What does lightning damage? I don't even know. But that's how crafting works. And in this case, again, the armor is not as good. I'm wearing medium gloves. Oh, so I do have 2 mediums on. Oh, okay. All right. So, but 2 mediums, as long as it's not the chest piece. Normally what a lot of people do is they'll wear all light except the chest piece will be medium. That's kind of the optimal path, I understand, to get the most armor while still maintaining a light load so that you can use the light abilities and buffs. So, lightning harnessing. I don't know what does lightning damage off the top of my head. Maybe a special item of some kind. We can get rid of that. That one does 195. That one does 191. But it does 4% damage while your stamina is not full. And extra crit damage. That one has an empty socket and gains 20% haste for 7 seconds on critical hit. Sure. Earn faction rep to face the trials. Oh, okay, you're right. So here we are again. The fort is currently being contested. It's controlled by the Syndicate. I'm not flagged for PvP, nor am I especially interested in PvP. Skill progression. I have a turn-in over there. Can I fast travel to that? I cannot. I have not been to Caladan Gate. We have there. Venture into the Amarine expedition. No, thank you. The last cache. Ah, in search of the Haft for your Azoth. That's right. Do we have to get back to Jonas? So you can see here, I have 683. Not even 1,000. Azoth, and that one will cost 0. Azoth cost for transportation used to be a lot higher. Azoth used to be a bit of a bottleneck in the game. They very much streamlined it. Or it's something you need to keep an eye on. You don't want to spend it for nothing, but it is not a terrible burden anymore if you're not paying close attention. Does it look like I've got goo on the tails of my coat? Looks like it to me. Like I've got glowy blue goo. Hi, Jonas.
It's been an
A void gauntlet.
eyes on one of these. It brings back many memories. Not all of them painful either.
And we'll be getting 10 Azoth as an example.
For the next component of the Azoth staff, you must acquire one of our consecrated.
A consecrated crosspiece.
It will be tricky, however, as there are certainly none of these just lying about in an old chest.
You don't know that. There might be one.
You can't. We had to melt them all down to make weapons during the last war.
The forge
The
remains.
good news is that you're strong and clever and can make one yourself.
Different text. The good news is you're strong and clever and can make one yourself. I like that better than the forge remains, however, and you may be able to create one yourself. I trust you are handy with a blacksmith's hammer. Not especially. I'll have to make it work somehow.
Yes, you may need to be resourceful.
Forge Master's great
To the west,
axe.
you will find the ancient structure that houses the forge. It was used by the Soul Warden
Pardoning on.
even before my time. So, you may still find materials scattered throughout.
Uh-huh. Enter the ruins of Vulcanus. Ooh, that sounds volcanic. I have a horse. Look at my horse. Leveling armoring through the cloth crafting one instead of the blacksmith way. That makes sense to me, actually. There's going to be a very large demand for iron come Tuesday. Right, now we get to do a little more skilling up with the ice, baby. The ice gauntlet, now that I have one that's about as good as my void gauntlet. That hadn't occurred to me, Willie, but that actually makes complete sense. Gain access to the inner sanctum. Alright, that one was B. Probably not actually a B, but it looked like a B. Yeah, you would use less metals, exactly. And that's an X, or chi, I suppose. And that is a lazy P. Do we have another one over here? No, we don't. So we have B, X, and the lazy P. Jumping puzzle. Sort of. Do we have to respin those? Okay. Ooh, blink. Is there not one up here? Ah, there is. Okay, blank, blank, P. That's in the correct order, right? It's got the little sort of TP looking, the B, the X, and then the P. Looks right to me. Well, sort of lazy P. Yeah. That's a bush. Okay, well, I didn't. Oh, do they have to be lit or something? Ow. Light the brazier. I have to redo the feminists of the 60s and light the brazier on fire. That's a really old guy take. I'm a really old guy. Doors are opening. Bad guy awaits. That is not feeling right. I'll take his loot. An ancient forge. Back we go to Jonas. Don't suppose you guys... Oh, I was going to say, don't suppose you have any ancient chests just laying around. They do. Wonder how... ore that gives moats in the middle of the water is going to work because of swimming. Interesting question. I think from what I heard that the swimming is just on the surface. So if it was an underwater node, might not be anything you can do. And we're back to Jonas. Fast travel point. I want it. It wants it. Precious. Haha, you missed me. Better luck next time, loser, undead guy. His friends are going to laugh at him. They're going to make fun of him. They're going to say, you had a living guy who wasn't even aware you were there, and you missed him, and then he just rode off. Aren't you embarrassed? And he's going to have to live with that shame for all eternity. So that's cool. Lodestones are used to make honing stones, and they come from that ore. Oh. Well, it'll be interesting to see if they've made allowances for that or not. Hi, Jonas.
I see you managed it after all. A fine crosspiece. Almost as fine as Forge-master Ezra once did.
I'm better than Ezra. That's an old guy music reference. The Forge Master was not happy to see me.
Ezra? It stands to reason that he would remain at his forge even after the light left him. He never did let it go cold. I am sure he would be pleased with
not sure he'd be pleased. I kind of killed him, you know. We're almost at 30.
I fear there is little time to prepare you for what I do not know. The traveler said the corrupted rally around something called the Tempest, a being they worship like a god. If this is the same being that haunts you, I fear your soul may be...
Well, we all get to begin again in 3 days' time. 2.5. Doesn't change our course.
No, other than maybe to give us a greater sense of urgency. But this is a momentous occasion. You are ready to forge your Azov staff, and the Soul Wardens will soon be...
Pardon the yawn again. I am ready when you are.
I cannot go.
What?
You must do this alone. It will require the sacrifice of part of your soul.
Oh, well, my part of my soul. It's not like I'm using it.
On the ancient altar near the shattered obelisk. Embrace yourself. I will be with you in spirit.
Do a longer stream on the day of? Yes, I expect so. Part of it's going to depend on the people who are I'm going to be in a guild with. Going to be playing with. Exactly how it's going to work out. My intent would be to play basically from when I get up, because I'm not going to be up at 6 in the morning, I think is the time they become live on the West Coast. And play for hours. That's my expectation. Exactly what's going to happen, don't know. Is this going to be enough to get me level 30? If I finish it, maybe. Maybe yes. Reignition. 378 meters away. What else we have? We got the Forge Master's Great Axe. We got Ice Gauntlet of the Scholar. It does 242. 315. It's not as good. Void Gauntlet of the Scholar. 254. The one I made does 292. This one's got more int, but no perks. That is a Gauntlet of the Undying Grip. 266. Mine does 292. This has 2 perks. 4% damage while your stamina is not full, and life stealing. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I'm going to hold on to it. You know, for now. So yes, I hope to be streaming extensively on the relaunch. That's my intent. But, you know, it's going to depend. My gameplay in the game is going to be, in part, dependent on, you know, 3 or 4 other people, maybe more. So I can't make any promises yet. I may not even start early, because we all want to start on the same server, and the only way you can guarantee you get on the same server, because if you remember how the servers would get full, that maybe our only option is to all create characters at the same time, and so that may not happen until later in the day. Whoop! He's chasing me. So I may not be able to start early, just as a happenstance of circumstance. A circumhappenstance. I'm going in. Recommended. Oh, hey, look, jerk. No, maybe this isn't where I'm supposed to be. That's the dungeon. If memory serves, there's another location. Like on the opposite side, maybe? So basically it's kind of up in the air. That's the short version. think there's going to be drops. Gotta stop for some fresh blueberries. The other side of this is the dungeon, which I think you used to have to do to get the Azoth staff, but not anymore. Pardon me, sir. Have you heard the good word about Void Blade thing? Missed me? Soul Warden inscription. Got him. 1, the headpiece. 2, the staff of the staff. And a little bit of soul. Mine. Is this gonna hurt? Nah, not too bad.
A marvelous little stick. A shame, for wood and metal can still be broken.
And once again, back to Jonas. And that should put me at level 30. I'll have the Azoth staff. Basically, this will have been a good run through for the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 days of the launch. I'll repeat that I wish the timing had been a little different, because Guild Wars 2's Mad Kings Festival, the Halloween celebration, also is starts on the 15th. And the new, what's the word they use for them again? The new scenario for Once Human is on the 17th, I think? 17th or 18th. And I'm interested in that too. And once again, we have a whole bunch of stuff all going off at the same time. It's better than having nothing going off at the same time. Jonas, I'm back.
Welcome back. And look at you, still as fresh as a newborn babe.
Not really.
Most aspiring soul wardens return looking at least a little pale. You must have extra soul to spare.
Well, I'm not doing much with the soul I've got, so I figured I'm giving a little up. It's fine. And that's level 30. Dun 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 dun.
I have had time to give our predicament some
Second bag slot is open. We need to rally others to our cause.
beginning, and even armed with such an implement, we too are no bulwark against corruption. Go back to Oxburn. Shout from the rooftops. Bang pots and pans if you must. Rally their men and women at arms to meet the armies coming their way. You hold their only hope.
I'm their only hope for salvation. It's a burden. But it's one that I guess I'm going to have to bear because I got no choice, I suppose. You know. The second bag slot is now open, I believe. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if we can't make that bag that we were talking about. Summoning failed because I was in midair. Basically stepping off the stair. I was in midair. Ooh, purple. It's so shiny. That is part of a PvP open world event where basically you try to control some open areas. That would be the Covenant one, which is my faction. So I could theoretically help or get murdered. Never really done much with it. I think I tried once. Does seem a little more interesting than most stuff, but then I'm kind of an open world nerd. Or just a nerd. Yeah, nerd is actually pretty descriptive. Pick your flavor of nerd. But that's why, overall, right now, Guild Wars 2 is my favorite MMO. But as I've also said, I've always liked this one from when I first got into it in the alpha. The core gameplay loop I just find satisfying. As I've said many times, if the people who like it find the core gameplay loop satisfying, and the people who don't like it don't understand how anyone could possibly like it. I don't mean that as an insult to the people who don't like it. Or an insult to the people who do. Balian?
I have seen you pottering about town before, and quite busily at that.
Yes.
Seeking rumors and ghosts and all manner of snooping. Just what have you been up to? The magistrate has a right to know.
Does he? I've come to fight back the corruption.
Is that what all this hustle and bustle was about?
Yes, it is.
My friend, we are perfectly capable of mounting a defense. Our guards are the finest in Eternum. Why not this?
That is the Mystic area. Where's the... See if we can make that second bag. Because the bags you make with the magical doodad from your faction, well, they can get perks. Okay, it's not bag. Leather armor, PvP replicas. That's not where bags. Of course, leather adventurers. Rugged leather. Well, we would like this one. If we can use that, we can wear that. We are going to need a bunch of rugged leather. Let's drag it across. We need 45 rugged leather. And do I not? Oh, I just have the regular rune of holding. I didn't have the major. That's a higher tier, so I can't make that one. So I think I can just make the other one then. PvP replicas, bags, coarse leather. I need 45 coarse leather. All the way over there? My goodness, why do they place the storage so far away? Not Everfall, Windsward, leatherworking, rawhide, coarse leather. It goes like 45. Regardless, we'll pull. Sure, that'll work. So, we're going to make a bag for for our second bag slot, and probably would be well served to make 2 of these. Add Azoth. The most we can add is 8 to give us a perk. Very high chance. And we have an Animal's Fang, so this can... which will reduce the weight of rawhide, leather, and skinning knives by 5 to 20%. So we have a high chance of getting a perk as well. Oh, only one or the other. Got it. Okay, then we'll take a chance and we'll try and go random. We'll add the Azoth and see what we get. We're a very high chance for a perk, and usually that is like less weight for one of the other crafting materials so that they don't take up as much bag space. Holes, this is just about perfect. You want extra pockets, as that just basically adds 64 weight. Additional weight you can carry right onto the top, which means that this bag adds, from just the quality of the item itself, adds 111 weight. With the perk, it adds 64 extra weight. My current maximum weight capacity is 408. I add this, and it's 583. I added, more than 40% more to my carrying capacity. I already have, I guess I got this one as a quest reward. So this one also has 53 extra weight. So between the two, that's 117 weight extra from the 2 bags perks, apart from just the basic weight that they would regularly carry. I think I'm going to call it here for the evening. I got most of what I had hoped to accomplish. To reintroduce myself to the 1 to 30 game experience, I got most of that done. I'm not certain what archetype I'm going to use at launch, but I am leaning towards occultist, and then and using Void Gauntlet for sure, and skilling up Ice Gauntlet, and probably also the Fire Staff, and then one other weapon yet to be determined as being my sort of primary weapons. A lot of cities you find crafting like a maze. Yeah, I get used to an individual city, and I go to the next city, and then I get confused easily. So Windsward, for instance, I knew where everything was. In Everfall, despite the fact I think I've spent more time in Everfall on more of my characters, but not recently. It's all completely a loss. I mean, you can see here. Here's one batch. There's another batch. And there's some storage. So it's like these 4 crafts and those 4 crafts in each, I guess. But before I go, I do have 3 stamps. I might as well use them. I don't think that'll be enough to get us. It should get us 150, should get us 400 more XP. That'll get us to 1650, so that'll probably get us to right about there. That won't get us another tier, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway because we can. Let's see. We'll go this way. Yeah, got us to about there. So that's the activity cards, and then this is the actual pass. This is the free stuff. This is the stuff you get for the paid pass. I have 20,000 points. I think I have 20,000 points. Where's the store? Not letting me open the store? Season. Right. That's the activity card. Back. No, that's not what I wanted. Don't do that. Why aren't they letting me open the Seasons Pass? Or I mean, open the store. That's really weird. Maybe they've closed the store for the launch. It's the only thing I can think of. Because I certainly should be able to open it up. Don't do it. Yeah, it looks like the store's not up. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to call it here, guys. I want to thank you all for hanging out, as always. I'm very appreciative. Probably not playing this again until Tuesday. So, tomorrow and Monday, probably a couple of days of Guild Wars 2, unless something else is more up my alley, so to speak. But for now, this is gonna do it for me. I want to thank you guys again for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Saturday night kicks ass. I hope your Sunday's really nice too. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I should be back at the usual time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Again, thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of your evening.